ready to dive into a world most only dream about.
I'm game if you are. What are we talking about today?
Today we're uncovering the secrets of becoming a wholesale merchant.
Okay, wholesale merchants. So we're talking about big players in the supply chain.
Exactly, but not just any supply chain. We're talking about exquisite watches and dazzling jewels.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Everyone loves a little luxury.
Forget window shopping. We're talking about brokering those high-stakes deals. You know, the ones that put luxury watches on wrists and sparkling jewels on necks around the globe.
Sounds glamorous. Is that what the RoleCatcher guide says?
Yeah, and they kick things off with a scenario more intriguing than any heist movie. Picture yourself closing a deal for a Patek Philippe watch.
Okay, Patek Philippe. So we're talking about a watch worth more than most people's houses.
Exactly. That's the high-stakes, high-reward world we're stepping into today.
It's certainly an exciting career path, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
What do you mean?
Well, behind every multi-million-dollar piece sits a complex and demanding business. It's not all champagne wishes and caviar dreams.
So you're saying it's not all glitz and glamour.
Let's just say you'll need sharp instincts and a thick skin to navigate this world.
Okay, so resilience is important. The RoleCatcher guide also highlights the importance of relationship building. They say wholesale merchants are the connectors or the matchmakers between buyers and suppliers.
That makes sense. You need to know who wants what and where to get it.
Right. But instead of sparking romance, you're sparking connections that result in huge shipments of luxury watches and jewels.
And you need to make sure those shipments are filled with the real deal, not some cheap knockoff.
You're saying a keen eye for detail is important.
Critical. You need to instantly distinguish between a genuine antique and a clever imitation. One wrong move could be disastrous.
Wow, high stakes indeed. But the RoleCatcher guide also hints at some serious travel perks. Think prestigious trade shows in Geneva or sourcing trips to Antwerp.
While those trips sound exciting, it's not always as glamorous as it seems. Think long hours, tight schedules, and the constant pressure to close those deals.
So it's all about balance, the excitement and the demands.
Exactly. You need strong organizational and time management skills. Imagine juggling calls across multiple time zones, negotiating contracts, and keeping track of inventory, all while staying ahead of those ever-shifting market trends.
You've painted quite a picture. It sounds like adaptability and thriving under pressure are key. This definitely isn't a career for the faint of heart.
You could say that again?
So we've established this career is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
But for those who are ready to take on the challenge, what does the path to becoming a wholesale merchant actually look like?
Well, according to RoleCatcher, it's a bit like leveling up in a video game.
A video game. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
You're constantly gaining experience and knowledge as you climb the ladder from entry level to junior merchant and eventually to senior merchant.
A real-life quest for those luxury goods. What are some of the key differences between these levels? Like, what can someone just starting out expect in those early days?
Think of the entry-level stage as your apprenticeship.
Okay, so you're learning the ropes, getting a feel for the industry.
Exactly. You're assisting with research, maybe even shadowing those seasoned merchants during negotiations.
So it's all about soaking up knowledge like a sponge.
Precisely. Mastering the art of negotiation, building a solid reputation for yourself, those are crucial in those early days.
It sounds like networking is crucial from the get-go. All those events we talked about earlier, those must be prime opportunities to make connections.
Absolutely. Those events are gold mines for meeting potential mentors, clients, future business partners. And as you progress to junior merchant, those connections become even more valuable.
So it's not just about what you know, but who you know.
That's a big part of it, yes. But you also need the skills and the drive to back it up. As a junior merchant, you start taking on more responsibility, maybe even closing your own deals.
So the stakes get higher.
You could say that. It's a chance to prove your worth in the industry. Show them you can handle the pressure and deliver results.
Okay, so you've climbed the ranks, you've proven yourself. By the time you reach senior merchant, you're practically a legend, right?
That's the goal. But even at the top, learning never stops in this industry.
That makes sense. The luxury market is always evolving.
Exactly. RoleCatcher actually emphasizes the importance of continuous learning, even for those seasoned professionals.
They had some interesting suggestions in their guide, like attending industry conferences and subscribing to those trade publications.
Those are great ways to stay informed, but they also mention following influential figures on social media. It's like having your finger on the pulse of the industry, knowing what's hot, what's not, what's coming next.
It sounds like staying ahead of the curve is essential in this business.
Absolutely, but knowledge without action won't get you very far. RoleCatcher highlights the value of practical experience.
So it's one thing to read about it, but another entirely to actually do it.
You've got it. They even suggest aspiring merchants pursue internships or entry-level positions just to get their foot in the door.
It makes perfect sense. After all, it's one thing to read about negotiating a deal, but it's another thing entirely to be in the room, feeling that pressure, navigating those nuances of a real-world negotiation.
No substitute for being in the trenches. And that brings us to a fascinating aspect of RoleCatcher itself. They're not just a career guide, they offer a whole suite of tools designed to help you navigate the competitive job market.
Oh, right. They've got that arsenal of resources we touched on earlier. Could you refresh our memory on how those tools can give aspiring wholesale merchants a competitive edge?
Right, we were just about to uncover those secret weapons RoleCatcher provides. Fill us in, how do these tools actually work?
Imagine having a personal assistant for your job search.
Oh, you mean like someone to polish your resume and make you sound amazing?
Even better. This one is powered by artificial intelligence. They've got AI-powered resume builders that tailor your application to each specific role.
Okay, so no more generic resumes. Exactly. These AI tools know how to highlight the skills and experience that hiring managers want to see.
That's impressive. It's almost like having a direct line to those making the hiring decisions. But what about the interview itself? Those can be nerve-wracking.
Totally. You get tongue-tied. You forget what you were going to say.
Exactly. Even for those with years of experience.
Well, don't worry. RoleCatcher has a solution for that, too. They've got this massive library of interview questions.
And not just any interview questions, right?
Right. These are specific to the wholesale jewelry and watch industry. Think of it like a sneak peek into the interviewer's playbook.
So you can prepare those thoughtful, confident responses. I read about their reverse matching feature, too. That sounds like a game changer.
It is. It's a bit like a matchmaking service, but for your career.
Okay, so instead of finding you a date, it finds you a job.
Exactly. Employers can use RoleCatcher to search for candidates whose skills and experience align with their needs.
So it streamlines the whole process.
Exactly. It makes sure that talented individuals like yourself get connected with the right opportunities. No more applying to a million jobs and hoping for the best.
Sounds like RoleCatcher has really thought of everything. But let's shift gears for a moment. We've talked a lot about the allure of this career, the travel, the luxury. But the RoleCatcher guide also mentions challenges. Long hours, high stress, constant pressure. It's not always smooth sailing in this world, right?
You're right. It's not a 9-to-5 job. It takes serious dedication.
So what you're saying is this career path is not for those who want it easy.
It's not easy, no. But those challenges, they also present incredible opportunities for growth. The ability to handle those high-pressure situations, to adapt to those changing markets, to bounce back from setbacks. These are invaluable skills.
So it's all about perspective, right?
Exactly. Seeing those obstacles as opportunities. And let's not forget those incredible rewards. High earning potential, exciting travel opportunities, the chance to work with some of the most exquisite objects in the world.
Imagine the thrill of closing a major deal. Seeing those luxury watches and sparkling jewels on the wrists and necks of buyers around the globe.
And beyond those financial rewards, there's a certain satisfaction that comes with being a part of this industry. It's a blend of creativity, business acumen, and a deep appreciation for beauty and craftsmanship. It's pretty unique.
It's like having a front row seat to the world of luxury. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the ins and outs of market trends to those high-stakes international deals. But as a final thought, I'm left wondering, how will technology continue to shape this industry? Will we be sending AI avatars to negotiate on our behalf in the future?
No, that's a question. It's exciting to think about.
It really is. It's an exciting, albeit uncertain future. But for those drawn to the allure of luxury, the thrill of the deal, a career as a wholesale merchant in the world of watches and jewelry might just be the perfect fit. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive. I hope you enjoyed this exploration into the world of watches and jewelry. Until next time, keep learning. Who knows, maybe you'll be closing those million-dollar deals someday.